Good evening, everybody. Hope everybody's having a great weekend. Meister Hoppy's in the house, and today I bring you guys the Lake Effect IPA from Great Lakes Brewery. It's got a 7% ABV with an 80% IBU. But I want to touch on a different subject before I get into the review of this awesome beer. A couple weeks ago, Market Brewing Company had a cask day with their Bear Hug IPA, and it was called Bear Hug Mango and Chili, and it was a very, very delicious beer. The only regret I had is I was only able to have 3 beers. I was driving. 3 beers is my limit. 2, 3. Never have a 4th, unfortunately, but not unfortunately. That's my decision. This IPA is probably one of my favorite IPAs, but this with the mango and the chili was really, really delicious. It had, when it came to the mango, there was just a slight distinct flavor of mango, and you really had to isolate it from the beer. But it was still there, but very, 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 you have to really pay attention to it. Where the magic happened is it was right at the back. You got this breathtaking jalapeno experience. It basically felt like you were actually biting into a real jalapeno. And as it went downwards, you got this trifling sensation of heat on your throat. It was simply astonishing. By the way, I call jalapenos, you guys probably know that as jalapeno. But anyways, let's get into this Great Lakes effect here. I'm actually sitting down too, because every time I watch the video and I'm standing up, it feels like I'm always moving around all over the place. So I'm actually sitting down today. Let's pour this guy. I just made a mess. Surprisingly, there's not an overwhelming powering of aromas. Like, there's very little aroma. I'm getting a mixture of pine and mango, a little bit of orange, and all comes together in a mild, sweet, serene matter. Surprisingly, for an IPA. I generated a small head, but I poured it really slow because I just spilled some on the floor. I don't know what happened. The can was sideways. I didn't pay attention to it. It's got a satin white, fluffy white head with a hazy and light. I'm gonna say this is more an apricot orange color to it. There's heaps and tiny little bubbles rushing right to the surface. It's very engaging to the eye. Very pretty. Let's see if you guys can see that. $80 IBU. Okay. Or my taste buds are getting fried up. Normally an IPA with 80 IBU or more, the bitterness would have been too much for me, and I'd be like, too much. But this is quite pleasing. Hints of citrus, and there's some tropical fruits, definitely some orange rind, pine right at the middle that prolongs right to the back. That's probably the most distinctive, but this is very, very nice. Don't get any sense of carbonation that you guys already know. That's a bonus for me. I just hate carbonation. It's very smooth, very light bitterness, a little bit in the middle. But it does end with a little bit of dryness, and there's a pulpy chewiness right at the back. This is a very easy to drink IPA. Definitely doesn't reflect the 80 IBU, and the 7% ABV is not even noticeable. Wow, this should be a full-time keeper for a Great Lakes brewery. I love it, and I definitely will buy it again, and I will recommend it for everybody. Thanks, everyone. Have a good weekend, and we'll see you next time. We'll see you next weekend. Bye.